Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to Craft with Us. It is Friday, which means I have a special guest. We're going to hang out. We're going to do each of us are going to be doing something a little different. And so today I have my special guest, Pam Coxwell, and she's going to be hanging out with us today. We're going to do some crafting. We're going to be hanging out and chit chatting, and we want you guys to come along. All right, so let me get the comments up here. So, Pam, introduce yourself.
Hello. Hello, everybody. Thank you, Denise, for inviting me to hang out with you. I think this is going to be fun. We live miles and miles away, but we can feel like we are kind of like the Brady Bunch, just two of us working in our little windows next door to each other.
Yep.
So I'm excited to be with you.
I'm glad to have you. Hey, Michelle. Hey, Tammy. Hey, guys. When you hop on, say hello. And if you can sprinkle out this video, that would be super awesome. We'd both appreciate that. So, I'm going to be cutting up all my printables, Pam, um, for this coming month of all of our Craftable Tuesdays. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be trimming up my printables because I always tell my members to print, cut them up, and get them ready. So when you are ready to craft, they are ready for you. So that's what I'm going to do today. Pam, what are you up to today?
So I normally do a lunch and learn on Fridays at noon Central Time. So, and I paint during on Fridays. I do lettering on Tuesdays and I paint on Fridays. And I'm going to go ahead and apologize for my voice. It's going in and out. So, we're just going to keep pushing through. Um, so I'm prepping my project that I'm going to use at noon Central Time over on my page. And
Awesome.
I've got this box, this Celsius. It's like little packets that you can add to your water, and it's a
Oh,
really sturdy box, and it's white on the inside. So I
yeah.
decided I'm going to cover that and then paint it with the ladies at for my Facebook Live.
Awesome. All
Yeah,
right. Now, Pam has been in my membership as well. Pam is, okay, listen, guys. Pam is a true artist. Okay. Now, we all are artists at heart and crafters.
hmm hmm
But Pam, like, she knows the brushes and the strokes. So stay tuned, guys, because you are in for, even as we're watching her, it's going to be good. Hey, Tiffany. Hey, Barb. Sherry says, I'm so glad to see y'all. My internet literally came back up. Awesome. It was meant to be, Sherry.
that's awesome.
Now, can you see the comments, Pam?
I
You
do.
can?
I do.
Okay, good.
Yep.
Good.
Yep.
All right, guys, we have Crafty team is in the house. So we're gonna kind of just go and chat and create and just have some fun. If we don't see your comments, we'll somebody will shut us out. So stay tuned. We'll take a look at that. Also, too, if you want to hang out to the end, if you have a burning question, we will answer that as well. Thank you, Tiffany, for sprinkling. All right. Hey, Sharon. All right. Well, I am going to start. And Pam's, we were having some technical difficulties on my side and Pam's side. So it's just kind of the way it's situated. So, Pam, we're going to say goodbye to your face,
That's
right?
right. I'm still here though.
Still here. So, we're going to get a nice view of what she's doing there. There we go.
Y'all see that? Okay.
Yep.
Remove my keyboard.
So, Pam, you are in, I keep wanting to say Mississippi, but it's not, right?
No, I'm close to Mississippi. I'm in Alabama. I'm right next door to
Alabama.
Mississippi. Yep, right next door.
Okay, so it's next door to Mississippi. So I knew you were south because
Yep,
your accent.
yep. I cannot hide that accent.
No. Apparently, I can't hide mine too. Now, if you are watching from Pam's page, I'm in Canada. I'm so north. I went so north, I'm not even in the United States of America.
Tell them your nickname, Denise. They may already know it. I don't know.
Oh, okay. So Pam and I are in a group. It's a business group. That's how Pam and I have become friends.
hmm
And we have another member of our business group, and she likes to give us all nicknames. She nicknamed me Goose because of the geese. And I love it. I love having nicknames. I never had one as growing up as a, did you have a nickname?
I did Pammy K. That was my nickname, Pammy K.
Is that your middle name? Kay?
It is. It is. Yep.
So did your parents call you that, or your like
I think
friends?
friends did. I don't
Did
remember.
they?
I just remember from being a little girl, several friends would one started it and then the others started saying it. So,
Uh,
and my sister's name is Tammy, so that probably had something to do with it. Um,
okay.
making it rhyme with my
Yeah.
sister's name. Kind of
I
get me.
I really didn't have it. Denise is not really a name that Denise. It doesn't really go. Um, the only name I did have a nickname one time. It was for Denny, but
Hmm.
other than that, so I like the goose. It was funny because I don't know if you were around at the time, like you were on the boat, but you remember when we went on the boat?
Oh, and I
And
didn't get to go to that one, so I was
oh,
not
you
there.
weren't there. That's right.
Yeah, I missed that one.
Oh, you missed that. So we went on a boat, and there was a lot of going on. There was music being played. We were sailing in the boat, not sailing, but boating. And of course, Amy was trying to, the one who named me Goose, was trying to get my attention. Well, I wasn't answering to Denise, apparently. And all of a sudden I hear Goose. I'm like, yes.
I love it.
Hey, Dee. Hey, Mary. Did you guys have a nickname? Some people don't like nicknames. Like my dad, he named us all names that you couldn't rhyme or change. Like you couldn't shorten it.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, my dad did not like, so you can't really shorten Denise. And then my brother's name is Derek, so you can't really shorten that. Well, they named my sister Kelly, so people were calling her Kel, and it would make my dad so mad.
Text her and let her know.
Hmm.
I had to walk. I'll be right back, Denise. Hang on just a
Okay.
second. I texted it.
So you go by Denny. Okay. Hey, Dee.
Okay, I'm back. I'm
Yeah.
back.
Um,
Oh, sorry, my grandson called, so I want to make sure there's not a problem.
no problems.
Okay, has anybody said their
Um,
by Denny?
Denny. Yeah. No one ever called me Denny. I mean, I guess they did, but like I said, the one friend. Most people didn't. But I like Goose because it also reminds me of Top Gun.
I do too. I do
Talk to me,
too.
Goose.
Yep, I love it.
Hey, Joyce.
Okay.
So I I feel like Pam. I feel like I'm a Southerner at heart. I really am.
I think you
Um,
are too, Denise.
I feel like I just feel like I should have lived in the Southern states.
Yeah.
I
And
love the accent. I just love. I don't know. Y'all
see,
just
we've
so.
already got you using that.
I mean, that is a common thing that I'm using now because I hang out with a lot of Southern. There's a lot of Southern people in our group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Carol. Michelle. Somebody called her Shelly. Okay.
Shelly. Oh, okay. Hey, Michelle. Hey, Carol. Barbara's was Bobby. Yeah, I get that. I'm sure you get Barb or Barbie, Bobby. I remember one time I always kind of go whenever I'm trying to remember a name, like I do that even with my crafty friends here. Like if I see a name, if it's Patricia, sometimes I'll say Pat, but you have to be careful because not everybody likes their name
I
shortened.
agree.
So I'm like, oh, can I call you Pat? Is that okay? I
Yeah.
hope so, because that's what I'm going to do.
Hey, Barbara said that since you said y'all, you are a Southerner.
There you go.
And
I
she
hang
said
out with Southerners.
Barb. Love it.
Yeah, I do say y'all. But apparently I say about funny. I don't. Do you think I say about?
It's the way I like the way you say it. It's how you pronounce your O.
About. How do you
Yep.
say about?
Not as I just say about.
Sorry.
And you
Say it again.
say, I like the way you say it. About.
About. Out. Is it the oat? About?
I think it is. I
I
think
don't
it
know.
is. Oh, here's some more names coming in. Toya.
Taya and her dad called her T.
Oh, did you see what Marla said? You need to say fixing to be. You're fixing to be a true Southerner.
Okay. So I'm fixing to be this, or I'm fixing to be.
Yep.
I'm fixing to be. Okay. I know that, bless your heart. I don't say it because I hear it can have a double meaning.
Oh,
Is
really?
that true?
Oh, I don't know.
Because I know Cindy was saying that, when someone's like, oh, bless your heart, like, oh, I don't know, can have a double meaning. Ella Jean says she's always Ella Jean. Yeah, see, now Ella Jean, I would have called you Ella. I would short form, but I'm very careful to make sure I add the Jean. Hold on, there was another one. My favorite grandchildren call me honey. Oh, that's cute.
I love that.
You say about like an East Coast folk. Wow, I am from the East, I guess. You need to say fix it. Okay, that's good to know. Yeah, so I don't say bless your heart because I'm really not a true Southerner. Not probably, I don't know. Hold on, I got to turn my fan on. I've got the window open, guys, so. Somebody mentioned something about the printable. Hold on, let me see if I can go back and find that. I downloaded my printable and then put them on a flash drive and took them to Staples to get it printed. I picked them up on Sunday. Awesome. Lease. Yes.
That's smart.
Because not everybody has a printer. And honestly, that's what I did for a long time before I bought a printer.
Yeah.
I didn't buy a printer until like last summer. So that's good. That's awesome. Because
probably good quality too, I would imagine.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's how I get the 32-pound bright white paper. I got that from the Staples people.
Okay.
Hold on,
so I'm curious what your favorite glue is for paper.
The glue? Oh, God, you just opened up a can of worms.
Barbara gave an explanation, Denise, about she said, a slight insult to say bless your heart if you want to imply the person is not so bright. The regular bless your heart is used sincerely. That's good.
Okay, but how do you know the difference? Hold on. Where did you see that? Slight insult to say bless your heart if you want to imply the person is not so bright. I know, but how do you say that differently or the same?
Probably in the tone of voice, like, oh, bless your heart. You don't know what you're doing. You poor thing.
I wouldn't take that as an insult. I'd be like, oh, thanks.
Or, bless your heart, Denise. I'm sorry you're going through that.
Okay, but I don't know. Listen, Pam, you say no matter what you say, you always sound sweet. So I don't know. I don't know. Help me out, guys.
Yeah.
My nickname was Mary Beth because my mom was a Mary and my grandma and my aunt and cousins were Marys. My dad used to call me Empty. Yeah. Okay. Well, my dad did have nicknames for us, but they weren't shortened. He didn't want our name shortened. But I was Princess.
Oh.
That was my nickname. And my sister was Pumpkin.
So is she older than you or younger?
No, she's younger. Yeah, I'm on.
So you were first.
Why? Okay. I'm awesome. She's awesome.
Oh, no. Is that
we work upstairs in the house, so she works down at the other bedroom. They're all bedrooms up here, so. And she just heard me say Princess and Pumpkin.
No, I'm just awesome because something happened in my work meeting, and
Oh, okay.
I just.
Oh, Kelly's coming on. You can't see Pam. She's
Hey, Pam.
there's my sister.
So
Oh, I was trying to
everybody,
see how I could wave to you. Hello.
just want to say everybody should have faith that what they're doing is right, even if it doesn't feel like it at the time. Don't let other people say to you, "Oh, well, what about this?" And just follow your instinct, because in a few days it comes back and your instinct is right.
I love it.
Good.
Okay, that's my
Love it. Thank you, Pumpkin.
knowledge for today. Oh, you're doing
Yeah, I'm cutting up
flags.
printables.
Fancy.
Yeah.
Okay, bye everyone.
Bye-bye.
Pam, are you using book paper on that? Can you show the paper to everybody?
Oh, yes. Yes, I
Yeah,
am.
you know what, Pam? Bring your project a little closer. We can't really see what you're doing on that box.
Okay, let's see.
Oh no, I'm sorry. We can. I saw the other box. Sorry, my mistake. Yep.
So this is some very old. It's from the 1950s. It's a journal register from I can't remember if this was from a bookkeeping company or a bank.
You get the best. Where do you get this vintage stuff? Not
Sometimes I do estate sales.
Yeah.
So last weekend, and I'm really excited about this, I was able to, and I thought I had it handy. Well, this is a copy of it. Let me show you this. I was able to purchase
Oh my god.
very, very old patterns, sewing patterns. So instead of using the actual pattern on I'm going to do a journal with this.
Yep.
I decided to make a copy of it.
Okay. Yeah.
But I was because the dresses are beautiful.
You know what? Pam and I, guys, we have the same love of old sewing patterns.
Yeah.
And we have the same love of old vintage papers.
Yeah.
But Pam, you know why I think you can get these stuff? Because your history you're down at the South, and your history is much nicer in the sense that you have all that stuff down there. Up here in Canada, we can't find that stuff. Very, very rare.
What do people do with it then when someone passes away?
I don't know. But that's what I'm saying. I don't think we have that kind of stuff here.
Yeah.
Like how old's the US again? Remind me. Don't judge me for not knowing, guys.
Don't judge me either. So what year is this? It's over 200 years old. Somebody put it in the comments. I don't remember. 17.
Okay, so yeah. So your country's older than ours. Ours is only like 150 something. Okay, my Canadian friends. How many is I know we had 150 several years ago. Marla says we're soul sisters. We are.
Yes.
We are. Yeah. Okay, Marla says close to 250. And Ella Jean, do you know? Ella Jean, do you know? We must be 155 maybe or something. I don't know. I'm not good with that kind of stuff. But I don't know. Your histories, it's just, we have different histories, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And I guess they value, many people, well, from the generation that's passing away now, they went through the Great Depression.
Yeah.
And they value things that they've been able to earn and purchase. And they value history, like you said. So that's this lady that I was able to go to her estate sale. I think she was born in the 30s.
Yeah. See, we don't really get estate sales here. They're not really a thing.
Yeah.
There's just not. I mean, I don't know. Where's the rest of my stuff? Oh, okay. So Pam, I started using this because of you. Okay, so I don't know can you see this, Pam? I'm using matte gel. Is that what you're using?
Yes.
So can you water this down?
Are you using it as an adhesive?
Yeah, like a decoupage. If I was decoupaging, but I keep it very thick.
But you know what else you can do with that, Denise, is you can add paint. to it, and it will help your paint have body. It'll look like thick body paint. So
Oh,
that's another way you can use it. So like on some of your printables,
yeah.
you can make some shapes on those printables with the thick body.
And it'll dry kind of thicker,
It
or
dries clear. It dries clear, and that's what you want. Um, does
interesting.
yours
Okay.
say does yours say clear drying heavy body acrylic medium?
Gel and paste, matte gel, increases thickness, creates a matte finish, extends color.
Yeah.
You're using
So
golden. I use Liquitex. I wonder if there's a difference.
yeah, but
But
I
it
think
is
so. Can you
so
see
thick.
mine? See how thick it is?
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
can definitely use this as the glue for heavy, thick like beads and things like that. But
Really?
yeah, and it dries clear. But you could also take some and add paint to it and paint with it, and it's going to dry. It does not affect the
The
color.
color.
Yeah.
Well, I started using this because I saw you using it when we did the Jingle Mingle.
Yes. Let's see.
Okay, we
Michelle
got
says so.
Barb says you guys were born in 1776, 276. I think somebody said we got some numbers coming in.
Yeah, I see.
Sandy says, okay, so Sandy says we're 156. Yeah, I figured it was somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because
So we're close.
we used to belong to the Commonwealth, right?
Okay.
We used to
Well,
be part of England.
I guess I feel bad because I don't know the history of Canada. Or maybe I did know it. It's just lost in another.
No, you guys don't really have. We learned about American history, but I doubt that you learned about Canadian history. Probably,
Okay.
I don't know. I don't think they taught that, but no, we used to be part of the Commonwealth. Um, that's all I know because my parents are from England.
Okay.
So I grew up. I'm actually English blood, but I was born here.
Okay.
Um, so yeah, they came to Canada when they were teenagers.
I bet
But
they have some cool stories.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
going to finish this piece of paper here and then I'll show y'all how to use that the gel
Gel.
medium.
Okay.
Yeah, cuz it's really cool what you can do with it.
Yeah, there's so many ways, guys, that you can decoupage. I mean, there's so many things you could use, right?
Yes.
Um,
What do you normally use, Denise? You
that's
usually
what
use.
you asked me, didn't you? And I went on a tangent. Okay.
Well, I was curious about the glue with paper, if you had a favorite glue.
Okay, so it depends on what I'm doing. And here's the thing. So I tell everybody that because this is an inkjet, right? I use inkjet paper. It can bleed if you get it wet.
Yeah.
So I don't decoupage. I use a glue stick. So I use either a glue stick or a tape runner. But I don't. I use like I used to sell it. I don't sell it anymore. So what I tell people is just to use Mod Podge, but to water it down a little bit.
Yeah.
But I will do anything. I'll do all kinds of stuff, all kinds of glue. I'll even
What glue
use.
stick?
I'll
What
even
glue
use
stick?
this, the fabric tack.
Okay, that's what I'm using. Okay, good.
Yeah, I'll use that sometimes too. It really depends on the project. I do
Yeah.
have a whole drawer of glue. I really do.
So I'm going to use the fabric. So with this box, I'm adding a strip of watercolor paper
Oh,
through
okay.
the sides. And I'm going to paint that whenever I go on my other on my other page, my page,
Your page, yeah.
June Central. But I'm going to use this as a holder for these shareable cards that we make, like this. And then you can put the extra cards in the box.
Oh,
That was
that
a
is
cool
creative.
brainstorm. Yeah. But you could do a lot with these little boxes. They're sturdy, and you could even letter and draw on them, like turn it inside out and draw on it. I'm still trying to decide about the top.
Okay, so when you're done that, send over a picture to me later when you're finished.
Okay,
So
I sure will. And then I'm gonna let me glue my watercolor paper down for this. And I've got wrinkles on this one for some reason. I guess I put too much stuff on there. Do you use a room key to smooth your wrinkles out, or what do you use, Denise?
Well, see, I don't get wrinkles when I don't use liquid. That's why I use like a glue stick.
That's true.
Or if I am going to use liquid, I'll use the fabric tack because it's not water-based, right? So it doesn't wrinkle.
Yeah. Shelley said true crafters have all the glue.
What's that? Oh, yeah.
Shelley said all the true crafters have all the glue.
I got so much glue, it's not even funny. I got wood glue, fabric glue, paper glue, and you know what? There's some that I bought that it will wrinkle things depending on what it is. Now I find that, do you find that too about the old book papers? They do wrinkle more.
Yes.
Yeah.
And some of these pages are so old, they just fall apart.
Fall apart, yeah.
Yeah.
You got to embrace the wrinkles sometimes.
I agree.
Yeah.
Wrinkles are a sign you've lived.
And you know what? You know what I say about my wrinkles? I've earned every single one of them.
That's right.
I've earned every single one of them, guys.
That's right.
Hey, Margarita. Hey, Karen.
This is just watercolor paper that I'm using. I can't tell what. Oh, you're using the 32 pound.
Yes. This one here is cardstock. Cindy says she uses Barely Arts glue on paper. It does not create wrinkles. Is it a water-based or an alcohol-based? I wonder. So you're going to add that on, then you're going to paint on it? You don't paint on it first, right?
Yeah.
What are you going to paint on it?
Our theme for this month is hydrangeas and clay pots.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah, so I like to carry whatever our theme is. I like to just carry it out throughout the whole month and make different things with it. Yeah. So I'm going to paint some hydrangeas using watercolor. We used acrylic for the main project, and I don't have that over here. I need to show you. So I like to show them how to do things with acrylic and watercolor because I don't like to stick with just one thing. I like it all.
I know, that's us, right? We love to do all kinds of things. So somebody asked about the cardstock. Yeah, if I'm going to do if I have a whole page of tags, guys, I will put this on cardstock. But if you don't have cardstock, grab some. But if you don't have it, you can glue this to like a piece of cardstock or something, right? Like a cardboard or something. So generally, I will do it on cardstock.
Yeah. So you just make sure it's a bright white, though, right?
Yes. Always a bright white.
It makes a huge difference because whenever I make prints of my artwork, it's a night and day difference, the paper you use.
Yeah, and I didn't know. For the longest time, I was using just regular printer paper, which when you look at it, it looks white. But actually, if you put it against a bright white paper, it looks gray.
Yeah.
And until you do it, you don't realize the difference. So
yeah,
I would never go back now. And it's thicker, right?
Yeah. Your colors are going to be more vivid on a white.
Yeah. Just like napkins. It's the exact same thing.
Yeah.
I'm going to get my small scissors for this.
You still use napkins in your work?
Yeah, I do from time to time. I like to mix it up. The thing is, you know why I don't know if you know this, Pam. Do you know why I got out of, I mean, there were a few reasons why, but I had the napkin club, and the problem, it was called the Decoupage Club.
Yes.
And I could not find designs that I liked. I mean, you know, and I looked into having napkins done, like my
Yeah.
design on. Oh my God, you have to have a lot of napkins. Like
Yeah.
you need to have a big run of it, right? To make it. So I was like, no. So then I've been playing around with printables for a year, and I got a little more confident in my creation of them. And then, things happened. I don't have the warehouse anymore, and I just kind of bit the bullet. And now I can create designs that I like.
Yeah.
And I found, I don't know if you know this, but have you ever heard of tea bag paper, Pam?
No. What is
Okay.
that?
Have you heard of wet strength tissue paper?
Nope, I have not.
Really?
You need to educate me.
Oh my goodness. Okay. So there is a project called, and artists use it, and it's called wet strength tissue paper. And so I looked at it. I looked up on YouTube. That's where I like to play around a lot. And but the problem was I tried to get this wet strength tissue paper, and it was hard to get all of a sudden. So I started looking around, and I found on Amazon, and it was called tea bag paper, and it's paper that they use to make tea bags.
Okay.
Wrong, right? And in the directions, or in the listing, they had put wet strength. So that's what it came across my feed. Anyways, I tried it because I like to try new things. It is just like a napkin, but stronger.
And I see that there's a link in there. I need to check it out.
Oh, Gan put a link there, because there wasn't a lot of companies that made them. So usually what I'll do, and let me look for some here. I will try a product first, and I'll abuse it and use it. And once I like it and I appreciate it, and then I share it. But just like work, so if you've ever printed or tried to print on tissue paper, or tissue paper, it rips. It's just a mess. This stuff is just, I am just over the moon.
But it looks like tissue paper.
Yeah, here it is here. See this? It looks just like tissue paper.
Okay.
And hold on. I cleaned up here. Why do I clean up? Because I clean up. And so to print it, look, let me show you this. This has been printed on tissue, on the tea bag. See, it looks just like. So these are some prints.
I love it.
Fun. Yeah. So now I can do napkin things. So you can take a bottle and go it around, because that's hard to do that on paper, right? So now you can add that to a glass.
I love that.
So I kind of recreated my napkin love with this new paper.
I love it. So do you tape that to a piece of cardstock and run it through your printer that way?
Yeah. And the trick here is you use a tape runner. Just put a little bit of tape on the corners and that, make sure it's nice and flat, and then you put it through your printer. And now, we tape in the group. I'm sorry, I get excited. I'm all talking fast and blah.
Teach me your ways.
What's that?
I said, teach me.
Hold on. I'm trying to see, because in my group this week, we stained it with tea or with coffee.
Okay.
But I cleaned up, and I don't know what I did with it. So I got it wet, and that's the thing, is you can get it wet, scrunch it up, and it'll come back out. It won't disintegrate like tissue paper.
That's really good. I bet that is beautiful on glass.
Yeah. I don't know. Anyways, it's cool because we coffee stained it. So I've got my love back. It's just not napkins. And the thing is, you can put all your own prints on it, right? A lot of the members of the Digital Print Clubhouse are using it.
About if you carry it or have a link. Yeah,
Karen, there's a link up above in the comments there. Gan will drop the link again. Shelly says the tea bag paper is less expensive than mulberry paper. It is. I like both, though. I like mulberry paper as well. Have you heard of that?
Nope, I don't know what that is either.
Really?
Yep.
See? You gotta hang around with some crafters, girl.
No, I really do. I'm a painter.
So you've heard of rice paper.
Yes.
Yes, just like it.
Why do they call it mulberry paper then?
I think it's because they make it from the mulberry
Okay.
tree.
Okay.
Yeah. I like it better than rice paper, actually.
And you would do that the same way as far as how you run it through your printer?
Yep. Same way, but it's fibrous. Here, let me show you.
Hey, I want to say something while you're pulling it out. To any of
Yeah.
the ladies from my page, Denise is going to be teaching. She's our special guest artist Tuesday night during our Zoom gathering. So y'all have to be sure and come with your questions.
Yeah.
She's the teacher of these things. Okay, now you can show me.
Okay, so the mulberry paper, see how it has, can you see the
Okay,
veins?
yeah.
So it gives you some texture. It's not as clear, like it's not as translucent.
Yeah.
But it gives you a nice texture look. And what's cool about it is sometimes you'll have marks in it, which I like because it's paper made, right? Like it's machine made, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I really like it. I just like finding anything. We've even done it on canvas paper. And I get that from Amazon as well.
And what type of printer do you use, Denise?
Okay, so mine is an Epson. Mine was an expensive one because I used to print for work, like for the club that I had. But people don't need to buy a real expensive printer. But mine's an Epson. I've heard some good things about it.
I use Epsons also.
Do you?
Yeah, I do. I have several actually. I have a big a P800.
Yeah, I think mine is. I don't know mine. Mine's big.
But that one is also finicky about watercolor paper. It's marketed that you can run watercolor paper through it, but it's very finicky.
Is this the smaller one?
No, it's big. It's big.
I've never put watercolor paper through it.
Yeah. All right, I need a piece of something.
But I have it. You have the one with the ink. That's what I love about it. That's what I bought it. So you buy the ink and you put it in. No cartridge, guys. If you're just starting out with printable crafts and you're not sure, get them done at Staples, right? And then you don't need a real expensive printer to do it. You can get an inexpensive printer for under $100, but you're going to spend more on inks. But if you like it, like I would never suggest anybody who's just trying printable crafts to just go out and buy the best printer. I don't suggest that because you may not stick with it, right? So buy something that you can afford, try it out, and if you like it, then get one that doesn't have the cartridge. That's all I can say, just because, do you know the ink? I pay maybe $100, but that ink lasts me a year.
That's great.
Actually, I probably, let's say, depends on what I'm doing, but I print a lot of stuff. So I would say maybe 9 months, but everybody else would probably last a year. So it's less expensive. The more you pay for your printer, the less you'll pay for your ink. That's been my experience. Did you see posted the stitching birds? No, I don't know if I did. I think I did see that, Ella Jean. Could mulberry difference from rice paper be silk fibers? What silkworms use? You know what? I have no idea, Barbara. I'm not that versed on the paper. I just know I liked it.
Oh, what printer do you have, Patty? She said ink cartridges are $100.
How long does it last her?
She said she buys one a month, so I don't
see. That's the thing. So if you are definitely going to do printables, then when you're ready to upgrade to one that don't use cartridges. They use ink bottles, and you fill the container up with ink. You'll save money in the long run. Oop. This is a new design I did this month, Pam, with the dress form.
Oh, I love that. Excuse me, y'all.
I created it, and now I can just put in any design in there. I love dress forms. I'm a little addicted to dress forms.
I think
Yeah.
maybe because they're like sewing patterns, aren't they?
Maybe. And I don't sew. That's so funny.
I
Okay,
don't
so
either.
Pam, what's one thing that you just love? Like, do you ever collect anything or something that you're always drawn to? And
Yeah, I love birds and sheep.
sheep?
Yep, I love them. And flowers, of course, but I don't really collect flowers. I just love to paint flowers.
Do you have a garden of
Yes, I
flowers?
do. I
Yeah.
do. And I've got roses and zinnias and what else is out there?
You have a green thumb.
Yeah, it's right outside of my studio.
I don't. I wish I did. I mean, here in Canada, I mean, I don't know. We can do roses, but they got to go through a real tough winter here.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
got to really prepare them. So I don't know. Oh, I shouldn't say that word on here. I unlike a lot of things.
Yeah. The reason I'm able to have one is my husband does the work. If it was dependent on me,
Oh,
I would probably not have one,
okay. Well, that's
or
a
I'd
bonus.
have to hire somebody to do it. But
That's a bonus. You know what I have in my backyard?
what's that?
Green bushes and fake grass.
Fake grass. Okay. That's
We
a good
have
idea.
So we had some people come in. They're actually a friend of ours. They're a neighbor, and I lucked out because he designs multi-million gardens for multimillionaires. Okay,
Oh, wow.
and I got his design, and I did not have to pay multi-millions. And he
That's
came and
awesome.
did my backyard. So my backyard is like an architect design. So we
Yeah.
have bushes, we have round bushes, and then we have a center green spot, just a little bit of
Okay.
green. So there's a lot of green. Um, nothing that I can destroy.
Which is nice. You I've got my boxes covered, so I'm gonna pull out some of that. I know
The seed
mine's a
box,
different brand. I'll
the
still
seed
show
box
you.
again.
Say again. Oh, see the box.
Box,
Yes.
yeah. Turn it the other way so we can see to the camera.
You see that?
Yeah.
This is the side,
And you're gonna
and
paint.
this will be the back,
I love
the
old
other side,
people.
and then the
Nice.
front.
That is such a great idea, Pam. And then you put the cards on the outside.
Yeah, I was gonna use this little clip, but it covers up the writing. So
Um,
I've got these little bitty paper clips that are
Yep.
just really cute, and I'll glue those. Oh, I've already got one out. Hold on. I'll just glue it on there like that,
Oh, that's so cute. I
and I'll
love it.
probably put
Good
some
idea.
rickrack or something on the lid.
Can I try that with my people someday?
Absolutely.
Can I take that idea? Because I'm thinking for us paper crafters. So this is what I do for mine. Like, okay, look. Look at this, Pam. These are all my
Okay.
things and stuff that are kind of cut out and half made or not made and ready to be done. But I think that would be a nice idea to make that, and then you could put the printable on the front, and then
Yeah.
inside is anything that kind of goes with it. I love that idea.
And we probably all have boxes that we throw into the
Yeah.
garbage that we
Well,
could
Yeah.
and I think this is gonna hold an index card just perfectly. And then I'm gonna paint hydrangeas on this on each side. And I tested it, and this is watercolor, that little brown heart. So I could actually paint on the front of it with watercolor.
Yeah. All right. So show us what you were going to look at before I interrupted you.
Oh, let me get some paint. So the part that will be hard is you won't really be able to see the difference until it dries, but
It
I
dries.
can still show you. So I'm
Okay.
just going to put some of mine is called regular gel gloss. I have no idea why they name it like this, but
Gel
if you see,
gloss?
it's gel gloss.
Oh, gloss. Okay.
Gloss. So I'm going to put a little bit right there on my little piece of paper, and I'm looking for my palette knife. Hold on.
But it doesn't dry to a gloss? It doesn't?
This one does.
It does, yeah.
You have the matte. I have the gloss, but it still does the same thing. So this is a bright color. It's called primary red. So I'm going to put a little bit right here. And the good thing about this is it's like if you were to add, you just have to look at the different containers. I don't think I have any. Some of these do not dry clear, but just look at it and it will tell you if it dries clear or not.
Okay.
If it was just like if you added gesso to this, it's going to lighten that red even more to make it look like pink.
Yeah.
A lot of times you don't want to lighten it. You want to maintain that same color. So I'm just going to mix it in there. And it really depends on how heavy you want it to be, or, heavy body that you want it to be. Now let me hold it up to you. Okay, so this is the original, and this is what I use to add the stuff to. The stuff that makes no sense the way it's named. The gel.
That's cool. Yeah.
And it's going to dry like that. It's not going to be a light faded out pink. It's going to dry.
Will it dry with the ridges like that as well, like plaster almost?
Yep.
Oh, yep. Really?
Yep. So this would be really good with your printables.
Okay, we're going to try that, guys.
But it will dry just like this. And like you could take your palette knife and you could make a pattern in there like that. You could do squigglies. You could just do, I don't know if you can see the pattern. Can you see it?
Yep.
Okay. Yep. You can do a lot. And it is, it's pricey. Like this, I bought this at an art store. So things always cost more at an art store. But it goes a long way. Like I bought this over a year ago. So if you keep the lid closed tightly, it will last.
So do you think, because Golden is kind of the top-notch product, do you think Liquitex will do this as well?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah. Liquitex is a good brand. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to try it.
I think y'all would love it. And you could use this with stencils. Like if you had some stencils and you wanted to do a stencil on top.
Yes.
That would be another way you could use it. You could like scoop some of it up onto your palette knife and run it across the stencil and then carefully raise the stencil up.
Yep.
And it'll dry. It'll have a dimensional effect.
That's cool. So here's the thing, guys. What Pam is telling us about, here's the thing. How do I explain this? You could probably say, hey, I use a paste that's for that. But you're going to pay more for that paste in the long run. Because the reason this stuff has been around for a long time, because artists have used it. Yeah. And what happens is companies go, oh, well, let's bring this out. Let's rebrand it to a name of paste. So it's what it's worked for. Am I explaining that right?
Yeah.
Because I don't want people to feel like they go out and have to buy a certain paste thing. They can use this for multiple uses.
Exactly.
That's what I get. Yes. That's what I'm trying to get at.
I'm going to see if I can show you. I do have to get off in just a minute, but I want to show you this so you can see the comparison with if I added white paint to this pink. Even though the gloss, the gel that I added was white, and I don't know how they do it. It does not discolor or dilute that pigment. Okay, now then, can y'all see that? This is the one I added the white to. This is the one that just has the gel gloss in it.
Oh, yeah. Change the color.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So see, I can just do like this and make a cute little flower. And then once I have it the shape I want it, then I can take my stuff that's got the gel in it and scoop it on there and just I wish I could hold this in a way that you could see the dimension.
Well, we
Can
can
y'all
see
see
it.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how long will that take to dry?
I don't know. It would probably be best to leave it overnight, I would imagine, but I've never timed it. But
And you
maybe
wouldn't.
that'll give you some ideas with your creations that y'all do with your printables.
Yeah. That's cool. And that's just acrylic paint. What brand of paint do you use?
I have a variety of paint. I have Golden's paint. So I love Golden, but they do cost more. So for the workshops and things that I teach, I try and get things that they can get at Hobby Lobby or Michael's that's a little cheaper.
Yeah.
So this is the Master's Touch that I just showed you with that.
Nice.
The higher quality paints, the pigment is better, but there's nothing wrong with using the craft paints.
No.
So it just depends on what you want to use it for.
All right. So Pam does have to go because she's starting her class at 12.
Yeah.
Well, her time, 1 o'clock our time. So if you want to come back up on the screen for a sec,
I'm glad I learned how to do this. Always learning.
I want to thank you for coming on here. This was so fun.
Thank you for inviting me. I really do appreciate it.
And tell everybody where they can find you and anything that you've got coming up.
Yeah. So you can find me with my Facebook page, my website. I think everything has changed over now, and it's PamCoxwellDesigns.com, or on Facebook it's just Pam Coxwell Designs. And I've got a Creative Heart Studio where we paint and do lettering every month. And then next month, I'm going to do a workshop. So if you sign up, if you're interested in that, if you want to sign up for my email list, then that way you'll know what's going on. That's probably the easiest way to do that.
And they can get that on your website, right?
They can.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yes, Pam did some lettering on a printable that we did for my craftable party.
I forgot about that. Yeah, we did. That was fun.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Okay.
So thank you so much. We'll stay on, guys. I'll stay on for a little bit longer, but we have to say goodbye to Pam. Pam, we'll talk on Voxer after, okay?
Sounds good. Y'all have a wonderful weekend.
Thanks for joining us, Pam.
Thank you.
See you later. All right, guys. Let me see here. I can't make my screen any bigger, so that we'll just go with that. So, all right. Okay, so I'm going to keep cutting here up a few minutes here. If you have any questions that you didn't get answered, pop it in right now, okay? And we'll get that covered up for you. Pam is a sweetheart, guys. I love her. She's just so sweet, so sweet, and gentle, and such a great artist. I do have, if you have any questions about the printables that I've been cutting up, basically this is what I do, guys. And I tell all my members to do this, is when you download a printable, whether you're in my club or not, when you download a printable, you want to print it, like do it right away, print it, and then cut it up. And here's the thing. The reason I say this is because this will be ready when you're crafting. All right. So, and I will put this, you've seen, I put these in several things, but you can just put them in an envelope or whatever. You know, I like to display them because they're super pretty. And then when you're crafting, you're like, oh, okay, let's go. Oh, I can use this, right? I got this printable that I can use. But if you have to go and find it on your computer, and then you have to print it, and then you have to cut it up, you're not going to do it, because This just, if you're like me, that's just too much work. So do it all at once. And I tell people to just grab it, put TV on or whatever you're doing and just cut away, just like I did here for this hour. So you can get the single designs on my website. Crafty team, can you just drop the link? We do have a special link for you today, guys. If you want to join the Digital Print Clubhouse, we have a special link that Gan is going to drop because the club is actually closed. Because we have, and it's only $12, guys. And you get 5 printables, and this is our exclusive to the members. So you'll get this if you join today with that link as well. Okay. So, and just click the link. You'll find out all about it. It tells you everything, what you get and what not, right? But my memory is short. Not to have things pre-cut. All right. So yeah, if we're gonna Tuesday, we are gonna be on. And we're working with the red, white, and blue. I wonder if I can make myself small. Hold on a second, guys. I'm going to go black for a second. No, that didn't. Now it's not working. I tried to get the screen bigger. This is the red, white, and blue. We're going to be doing this on Tuesday. So if you are in the club, get this all cut up. This comes with, look, we're going to make an envelope. So this is in the digital. So we're going to make an envelope. We're going to use our teddy bear. We're going to use our teddy bear. How cute is that, right? So we're going to use this one on Tuesday. And then I think after that is our stitched birds. And then I believe we're going to use our collages. We already did this one. So this week, if you did not see this one, you can go back into Facebook and grab this. Oh, actually, you know what you could do? The easier way to do this, if you want to see what we did, the piece is downstairs here or here. Hold on. Yeah, I think I took it downstairs. Gan, can you get the link to the blog for the teddy bears? In there will be the video. I don't know if you know this, but you can go to iwanttocraft.com, which is my website, and then you go into project ideas. And in there, not every project I've done, but a lot of them are in a blog. Okay, and you'll see what I used for the project. You'll see any links to the projects. Most links are on Amazon. I sell the printables only. And then the videos there as well. So that's a really good resources too. Also too, if you are new to me and you want to try out a printable, we do have a printable folio kit for free. That's in our resources. So you can check that out as well. And in there is a folio kit like this. I think, is it this one? It's not this one. Oh, I think it's this one. I don't know, but this is a folio kit. Okay, I don't know if this is the design for the freebie, but what you'll get is how to do this. You'll get all the insides and everything, and there's a video there. I show you how to do it. So you can check that out if you are new to printables. And I want you guys to have a great weekend. I have, stay tuned. I've got some reels coming out. I have a reel coming out later this afternoon. It's just a short little video of the red, white, and blue project. So that will be coming out. And okay, Marla, see you later. Any other questions? I don't see any other questions. So I'm going to head out, guys. Thank you for hanging out with me every Tuesday and Friday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm on here. We have reels coming out all the time with crafty ideas. So, and we do thrifting here. So if you love thrifting, and crafting, you're in the right place. All right, guys, have an awesome weekend. Love you, and we'll talk to you later. Bye, guys.